Zack D Films is traumatizing. Bro, why are we seeing someone get eaten alive by tigers on YouTube? And why are we seeing someone get burned alive in the hot springs on YouTube? And by the way, the videos I react to will only get crazier throughout the video.
He was collecting shellfish when a 10-foot shark jaw around his head, and soon he was halfway down the shark's
he's dead.
throat.
He's cooked.
But he was wearing a lead-lined vest, stopping the creature from biting him in two. As the shark struggled to swallow him, the man reached up and with a chisel. This forced it to let go just long enough for him to wriggle out and swim to the surface.
That's my guy, bro. I'm glad he made it out alive. He was collecting shellfish. That seems nice. Probably something normal. When a 10-foot long shark. Uh-oh, Zack.
The burning bomber fell out of the sky, crashing into a field, and a nurse sprinted towards it and pulled one injured airman out. Then she turned back into the burning aircraft to save another. But 2 bombs on board suddenly exploded, killing her instantly. Later, her body was found with her arms wrapped around the airman she was trying to shield. And after her death, she was given a medal from the king for her bravery.
Aww, yo, that's so like, damn. But I'm glad she was rewarded for her actions, man. She's my goat.
He stumbled across a bear cub and its mother.
Oh, shoot.
But as he pulled out his bear spray, the mother ran toward him. He dropped to the ground.
What are we doing? Buddy, you have bear spray. Use it.
And covered his neck.
Yo, natural selection.
Just before the bear attacked, biting him and throwing him around. And as she bit down on his hands, he heard a pop. Now he thought it was his skull being crushed, but it was actually the bear biting down on the spray and making it explode. She and her cub ran off, and the man crawled to safety. And when rangers arrived, he convinced them not to kill the bear, saying she was only trying to protect her child.
Hey, you know what? At least he had good intentions, but bro, honestly, natural selection, y'all. Like, I smell the comments. Bro is a legend for defending the bear. Yeah, that's true. But his survival skills, use the bear spray. It won't kill them. It will just fend them off.
A man dressed as Bigfoot walked into a dark highway, hoping to trick the drivers. But his costume was made from a camouflage that made him look like a pile of leaves. And because of this, the drivers didn't see him. He was immediately hit by a car at full speed, knocking him down. A second car swerved to avoid him, but the third ran him over again, and he tragically died.
And this is why we don't prank people, because the more crazy stuff you're gonna do, the more crazy things you're gonna find out. You feel me? Lesson learned. Don't dress up as Bigfoot near a highway at night. Yeah. To be honest, what did he expect would happen? I get scared these guys, but no. He's gonna get ran over, bro. Yo, we gotta get a replay on the run over, bro. Like, this was like...
She fell onto
no.
was cut in half by an oncoming train.
Wait.
And those who hear the story of her death are soon haunted by her spirit. The ghost has no lower body, and she moves by dragging herself with her hands. As she does, her bones make a clicking noise, giving her the name Teke Teke. If she finds you walking alone at night, she'll chase you down with supernatural speed. And if she catches you, legend says she'll slice you in half, leaving you legless just like her.
I can fix her. Why smart work beats hard work.
Both lumberjacks started chopping at the same time every day.
Okay.
But one disappeared for an hour every afternoon, while the other kept chopping.
Hard work.
But even though he worked an extra hour, at the end of the day, he had less wood than the man who left for an hour.
Why?
He tried to catch up, never taking a break, but his pile of wood was always smaller. Finally, he asked the man where he was going for that hour every day. The other lumberjack replied, "I just go home and sharpen my axe, because a sharp tool cuts more with every strike."
Sheesh, this guy's him, bro. Hey, lesson learned. Work smarter, not harder. Wait, efficiency 5, sharpness 5. What? Yo, that's a good comment. And usually Zack D Film comments are just bots.
They set a fire in their dorm building, hoping to set off the smoke alarm as a prank. But within minutes, the flames exploded. They burned through the couches and melted the carpet, causing thick smoke to fill the halls. Students woke up confused and rushed to the stairs. Some even jumped out windows to escape. But 3 people were killed, while 58 others were injured. Police chased down the pranksters, and one of them even ran the police over to avoid arrest. But finally, they were captured and sent to prison for their crime.
Yo, that's traumatizing, bro. Like, bro, what are we doing, bro? Why are we doing... This is why you don't play with fire, y'all, because, bro, you will have bad endings with it. You will. It's just a prank, bro. The prank. Yeah, don't mess around, y'all.
They placed the gerbil inside the tube, letting it run all over the vest.
What the hell?
The waterproof fabric made pee roll right off.
Why are we trying? What are we doing?
While tiny holes in the plastic allowed it to breathe. And you could even reach in from the bottom to take it out. You see, the suit was designed to let you bring your pet wherever you want, showing them off while you walked around, but it obviously never caught on.
Bruh. I mean, I like the idea. I'll give it that whoever invented it. Imagine the rat got diarrhea during the ride. Yeah, like being peed on, like literally pissed on, bro. Like, yo, I'm good. You know, I love my pets, but you know, getting pissed on, I wouldn't want that.
The antlers hooked into his belt and took off running, dragging the emperor behind him. He slammed into rocks and trees, breaking bones and suffering internal injuries. His guards struggled to keep up as the stag continued to run over the rough terrain. After 16 miles,
60 miles, bro, that's crazy. That's like, I think like 32 km.
The servant was able to catch up and cut the belt with a knife. Finally freed, the emperor accused the servant of trying to murder him and ordered for his execution.
What are we doing? Nah, that actually made me mad, bro. Because this guy literally saved your butt and you want him to be executed.
But the emperor's injuries were too severe and he died shortly after.
Yo, I'm sorry. I don't usually hate, but this is one of those rare cases I believe, bro. He deserved to like not even try to like have a second chance of making it. What you mean, bro? The amount of betrayal the servant for after being accused is unimaginable, bro. Yeah. Poor guy was just trying to say, bro, and that's how you repaid him. Yeah, no, this I would be traumatized.
The base is bolted into the ceiling, a long wire is hung down, and a heavy ball is attached to the bottom. When you pull the ball to the side and let go, it swings back and forth in a line. But Earth is always slowly turning, and everything attached to it, the walls, the ceiling, and the mount holding the pendulum, all turn with the planet. But the ball doesn't move with the room. So, as Earth slowly spins underneath, the floor slides under the ball's straight line, making the swing path look like it's twisting around the room. Meaning it's not the ball that's rotating, it's the Earth turning beneath it.
Wait, that low-key exploded my brain, bro. Wait, whoa, so all that time, what? Yo, that's kind of cool. Okay. Flat earthers have been real quiet since this drop, bro.
A man fell into a hot spring at Yellowstone Park in 2016. The extremely hot water caused severe burns as soon as he fell in.
Oh, and bro, if y'all know the feeling of being burned, like on your finger, bro, imagine his whole body.
But the water also contains acid, which immediately began to his skin. After 5 minutes, the heat would have caused him to go into shock. When he was found later that day, he was pronounced dead. But the water was still too hot to reach him, so his body was left until it cooled. By this point, the acid and heat had completely caused his body to dissolve, leaving nothing but his wallet and shoes.
And that's why, fellas, you don't be on your phone in dangerous situations, yo. When you're crossing the street with your phone on, when you're driving with your phone, do not do that, all right? Because stuff like this could happen to you. Bro, I honestly feel bad for this guy. Dying like that is probably one of the worst ways to... Bro, the burns. Bro, just getting burned lightly, it's already unimaginable. It's annoying in a blister forms. Imagine your whole body.
If we placed a giant match on top of the Empire State Building...
Okay, Zach, yeah. Yeah, of course.
And somehow managed to light it, would it be hot enough to melt the snowflakes, stopping the snowstorm around the building? Well, the storm drops a massive column of cold air, stretching thousands of feet above the tower. To actually stop it, the match would need to be about the size of a football field, and it would need about the same amount of power similar as a giant wind turbine, but the massive fire would create huge clouds of smoke, meaning you might be able to stop some of the snow over the building, but you would fill the surrounding streets with smoke.
Lighting a giant match like this would low-key be so cool. Imagine like, boom. Actually, no. Earlier in the video, I did say to not play with fire. I'm gonna take this back. Because, bro, a match like this, bro, low-key, I feel like it would cause the explosion. I don't know why. It wouldn't make sense, but don't play with fire, y'all.
He put on the device, and a small camera on the front recorded what he looked at. That video was sent into the glasses, which had two tiny screens, one for each eye. These screens increased the contrast and made the image sharper, making smaller details become bigger. You see, he was born with a disease that slowly destroyed the cells that let light in. So light and dark blended together, turning everything into a gray blur. And by the time he was 18, he was legally blind. But when he put on this device, it separated light from dark, and he was able to see his wife and kids for the very first time.
Aw, wait, that's so sweet, bro. You know what? Zack D Films might not be all that traumatizing. Hopefully it stays like that.
He robbed a couple at knife point.
Yo.
The guard saw and immediately chased him. Panicked, he sprinted toward a nearby zoo, hoping to hide inside until it was safe. But in the darkness, he unknowingly climbed into the tiger enclosure. Inside were two fully grown tigers, startled by the man. Before he realized his mistake, they attacked, biting his neck and mauling him severely. When police arrived, the man was already dead and covered in bite marks.
I take that back. Zack D Films will always be traumatizing. Yo, bro. Getting eaten alive is one of my worst fears, bro. The tiger said, thanks for delivering lunch. Yeah. Robert, take me where the police can't find me. Tigers, run away, sir. Oh, wait, that's hilarious.
Before they inflated the rubber before the engine took over and the plane took off. Now, it was light and could fly hundreds of miles.
How do you stop?
It was made to rescue pilots who crashed behind enemy lines. But the wings could fold, bending forward until it was sliced.
Oh!
It had to fly low and slow, making it an easy target. After several test versions crashed, the inflatable plane was finally abandoned.
Bro, that's like a kid's dream, bro. Having like an inflatable plane so that you can just fly. Like the ability to just fly in general is honestly one of like the best things anyone can have.
You would bring it to your mouth like a harmonica and blow into it. Now,
oh, okay. For context, the blowing game cartridges really work.
You thought you were clearing away dust that was stopping the game from working, because after, when you placed it back into the console, the game would turn on. But the cartridge has these thin metal pins that press against matching ones when inserted, and those pins carry the game's data, sending the signals to the console.
Okay.
But over time, they can bend and lose pressure. So when you pull the cartridge out and push it back in, the metal scrapes together, reconnecting the signal just long enough for the game to start. Meaning the trick that everyone swore by did work, but it was never because of the blowing.
Bruh, what the heck? If you're in these times where you have to like blow and stuff to like insert, or like, I don't know, just blowing on the thing just to make it work. Yeah, now we know, bro. I don't care. It was blowing that made it work, bro. Facts.
A mosquito landed on the arm of a boy and pierced the skin with its needle-thin mouth.
I hate these mother truckers, bro. These mosquitoes just, they gotta go. I don't care if they're good for the environment. I hate them.
Then a doctor trapped the mosquito in a glass vial and let it bite his own hand. You see, the boy had a deadly illness, and the doctor had a theory that it was spread by mosquitoes. And to prove it, he became the test subject. Within a week, he had a fever. His eyes turned yellow, and he began vomiting a thick black sludge. Eventually, his organs began to shut down, and within a few weeks, he was dead. But his death proved that mosquitoes were the carriers, which ended up saving millions.
Wow, that's very traumatic. But like, at least he saved millions, bro. Wow, nah, this is why I hate mosquitoes. Bro, they carry like crazy diseases and they just go on you and suck you. Pause. Like, they literally do suck you. They you know what? I had enough. There, guys, I have it. Zack D Films is traumatizing. If you guys want to see more content like this, click this video here.